10 people with real superpowers. Most of us love or used to love watching films and cartoons about superheroes. You probably wanted to have Hulk's super strength or to be as fast as the Flash. But unfortunately, we are all common people. We have normal lives and it's pretty boring. However, there are people on Earth with real superpower. And here are 10 people with superhuman abilities that will blow your mind. Hello everyone and welcome back. Before we start, make sure to subscribe and like this video. Electroman. Meet Raj Mohan Nair, or better known as the Electric Man from India. This man can do extraordinary things as his body is immune to high voltage electricity. He is able to resist a voltage which could easily kill a normal human. Up to 10 amps of electricity can go through his body and yet he wouldn't suffer any bodily harm. The way Raj found out about his talent was a little tragic. When he was 7 years old, his mother died. And not being able to cope with the grief, he tried to kill himself by climbing up an electric post and grabbing an open wire with his hands. And for everyone's surprise, he survived. Raj's body can bear a flow of electricity 10 times bigger than a normal human being. Superhuman memory. Diagnosed with autism at the age of 3, Stephen Wiltshire was gifted with a superhuman memory. He can look at a subject for a few minutes and then draw an accurate and detailed picture of it. Stephen usually draws entire cities from his memory based on brief helicopter rides. In 2005, after a short helicopter ride, Stephen made the largest panoramic of his career. It was a detailed 10-meter-long image of Tokyo. Since then, Stephen has drawn many other places, including Rome, Hong Kong, and Madrid. Rome's drawing was so accurate that Stephen was able to draw the exact number of columns in the Pantheon. Sleepless Man. Thanh Ngoc is a Vietnamese insomniac who claims to be awake for over 48 years now. According to local news, it all began with a fever in 1973. Thai have tried folks medicine and even some doses of alcohol, yet nothing seems to be effective. Unlike normal humans who would feel like trash and grumpy without sleeping, the sleepless man seems to be in perfect health. In fact, at night, when everybody sleeps, he works and makes some extra money. How does he do that? We don't know. But I'm sure many students would like to have this superpower, especially before an exam. Super Samurai. This Japanese martial arts master holds a number of Guinness World Records for his incredible sword skills. Isao Machi knows the method of a real samurai. He can easily slice an object in half with his sword. He can foretell the trajectory of an object with scary precision in an amazing speed. He can even stop a bullet with his weapon. Don't believe it? Watch this slow-motion video. The Super Samurai is considered the fastest man with a sword, not only in Japan, but in the world. This is definitely a superpower. Iceman. While some people go on a winter hike and try to get really warm in order to make it, Wim Hof can do the same just wearing shorts. Hof got his nickname the Iceman by breaking many records related to cold exposures, such as climbing the Mount Kilimanjaro in shorts, running a half marathon above the Arctic Circle barefoot, and standing in a container while covered with ice cubes for more than 112 minutes. He can regulate his body temperature thanks to the technique called Tumo, a method to control your inner body. Wim Hof is the best when it comes to swimming in tanks full of ice-cold water. While a normal human being can't even resist more than 15 minutes in such a place, he can easily withstand 2 hours. Elastic Man. Gary Turner holds the current Guinness World Record for the stretchiest skin. Such a connective tissue disorder is extremely rare, and it is known in medicine as Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Due to this condition, his skin can stretch up to 6 inches. One of his most popular tricks is to pull off the skin of his chin, covering half of his face. Okay, he looks like the bug in Men in Black. The Rubber Boy. Daniel Browning Smith from the USA is the most flexible person in the world. He can do amazing things with his body, like getting through a tennis racket, or stick his ankles behind his neck and fold himself together inside a suitcase. Smith owes his flexibility to the genetic condition Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, just like the Elastic Man, and also everyday training. Hammerhead. John Ferraro, better known as Gino Martino, is an American professional wrestler and a very strong man who could surprise anyone with his incredible ability to break all kinds of solid objects using his head, such as iron bars, baseball bats, concrete blocks his skull can hold off, and even a 16-pound bowling ball dropped on his head from heights up to 15 feet. According to doctors, he can do all that thanks to his natural strong skull, which is 16 millimeters thick, over 2.3 times more than the average human skull. He can even batter in a nail with his forehead. Gino Martino probably doesn't have a hammer at home. Infinite Endurance Man. Dean Karnazes is an American ultramarathon runner whose body does not exhibit signs of physical exhaustion, ever. If he has food and water, he could run endlessly, literally, until retirement. Dean's body has a level of resistance so high and his energy restores so fast that he could keep going forever. His latest achievement was running 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 consecutive days, completing the last one in 3 hours flat. Zamora the Torture King. Tim Cridland, or better known as Zamora the Torture King, has a superpower that many of us would like to have sometimes. He doesn't feel pain at all. In school, Tim used to amaze his classmates by piercing his hands with knitting needles. In order to show his tricks, the sideshow performers have to study his own anatomy not to harm himself, since he doesn't feel pain. Which one of these superhuman powers would you like to have? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. And I'll see you in the next video.